Oh my god, that thing is still there. This thing is taking off. Is this gonna be the runner kangaroo? It's the first one of the morning, basically. Yesterday crossed the 100 MA on NASDAQ. First time in 7 months. 203 days. Has the bull run actually started? The journey to new highs. Unless today's gonna be a fake out and we just come dumping down here. Jay, are you feeling like it's gonna be bullish today? We have one entry. We're only up like 2 hours though. Yesterday ran for over 100 fucking hours. If you took every trade. Could have made a killing on this move. It's at 2 o'clock this morning, 2:09. Damn, closed right at 2:09. The 2:09 candle shoots straight up. I gotta clip that. And I would have gotten 10 hours easy. Maybe 20 if you do a 50% stop loss. After an entry on a 100 MA crossover, you ignore the sells. You ignore the sells and hold the buy until you know it's time. Crossover happened. And this kangaroo is right on support. Oh, I'll say, if we do break this low right here, I'll be very surprised. I mean, look at this. Price crossed that 100 MA and struggled. Immediately came back. But that's only the 1 minute. Here's the 2 minute. Do have a little trend right here. Which way we gotta break out? We did mention a possible fake out today. That's a pretty big fucking candle. Not feeling so bullish anymore. Hey, what's up, Stewie? I didn't set any break-evens or anything. Damn. Today I'll be risking $20 on trades, but try to hold till the end of the day. Well, it's time for me to get out of that position. I lost $20 right there. And holy shit. Yo, did some news just come out? The fuck just happened? I mean, pay attention to the 1 hour too. We need to look at some higher time frames. The market makers are up to some funny business right now. What do we see that is possible? Do we? Is there MACD divergence? My bets would be on drops today. After that. Trend line broken. Moving average crossover again. I'm sensing a quick dump before the open based on the hourly markup. This is NASDAQ 100. MNQ is the real data. The real data you want for NASDAQ. Well, there is another kangaroo. I'm gonna take a fire at it. Given the track record of kangaroos, I'm entering every one before the open. One of them's gotta take off and run. That's a pretty good one because we got divergence. But you got some good levels down here of support. kind of a weird spot where that kangaroo's at, because price is just right here. This candle would be better if it was, obviously if the wick was below right here. Anybody on any sells? Well, this would be a big drop too. This is on the hourly. Falls back down here. It's one of these candles right here, number one. Candle with a small body, long wick. It's a reversal candle, but it can also act as continuation off like moving averages. Those are the only candles I look for, but with like different filters on it, like divergences, volume spikes. Like this purple one with the explosion emoji, that signifies that there's divergence on it. There's a high volume spike also, and a pretty long wick. They trend pretty nicely on any time frame with the 100 MA. If you can catch a trending one. Damn, don't tell me this shit's gonna fly up after barely getting our stop. Hey, what's up, Jeff? By the way, the M and Q spreads are probably the lowest you'll ever see anywhere. This is on the 1 minute. Look at how much the spreads are by the CME. Jobless claims climb again. So, the drop makes sense today. I mean, look at the timing, okay? What kind of news did we have today? You have the media trying to scare people about China. This shit is fucking staged. Guarantee you this is staged. What? Because what did China say? They're like, yo, if you come here with that witch bitch, I call her the witch bitch. If you come here, there's gonna be some problems. What did they do? The witch bitch disobeyed China. So now I guess the banks have an excuse to dump price. Let's see what happens though. I wasn't feeling so bullish after that heavy drop about 20 minutes ago. See, check this out. They're hammering all kinds of news overnight. Let's see if any of the stocks are gonna gap down and shit. How about Apple? Free market is up. How about Tesla? Tesla up. But if Tesla gaps up, doesn't that mean it needs to retest down here? And if the stocks gap up, but then fill the gap down, NASDAQ's coming down here, for sure. These lows, this nice support level. Right? Doesn't that make sense? I mean, this buy technically failed. Yeah, Yuns. There's a possible M on the hourly. So it's not out of the question that we can see a big drop today. Well, that's my prediction. Tesla's gonna come down and fill. Fuck US 30. US 30 tank. Oh shit. This is the kangaroo we were trying to look for. Printed 30 minutes ago. Yeah, damn. Huh. Anybody see why I trade kangaroos? I mean, you fucking 18 Rs right there. You could get 18 Rs right there with an optimal automated entry. Are those numbers possible? Fuck yeah, they are. If you get an automated entry with the precise lot size, stop loss right here, even with the spread, look at that move. Now, of course you can't ignore that all three of these would have lost, right? You would have got fucked up with these. And after losing 3 trades in a row, you might be demoralized and not even take that one. Think about it, the news makes sense to make everybody want to sell. And notice that news only comes out after the highs yesterday. What do you think the fucking banks are doing right here, right? They're probably taking profits from their run up earlier, and now they want lower prices, so they want to scare the shit out of all the sheep, run prices down here, pick some up on a discount, and repeat. Fucking repeat every time. Yeah, there was like 6 entries yesterday, JJ. Yeah, the first candle of the morning was a kangaroo, which should have been an instant entry. And that shit ran like, I don't know, 60, 70 yards. Let's see. Let's see what the risk reward on that was. Yeah, if you held to the end of the day, now you're bagging 51 Rs off that. And if you're taking the continuation ones off the MA acting as support, I mean, there's another 20 Rs right there. Another continuation one right here. This shit ran another 16 Rs. One continuation trade finally lost, but they just keep hammering. I mean, you add all those Rs up, that's 51 there. That's 20 there. That's 16. That's 13. You got over 100 Rs. Not including the other ones. I mean, let's say you had the EA running. I mean, obviously, look how many lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades lose. But then this guy comes along. So there's a reason why I'm spending a lot of time on the strategy, dialing in the indicators, looking for different filters. It's called the RooCoin. I've developed this over like the past year or so. We have different filters in here. Everything explains everything. Now, this is an interesting scenario because it's telling us to buy on US 30, but you're already gonna sell, right? So what do you do? Well, you ask yourself, are you happy with 17 hours? And if you're happy with 17 hours, fucking close and your morning's over. Or you take the risk and you hold to the end of the day and see what happens. But I doubt many people can hold past 10 hours. Nah, you don't have to buy a course. Here's the website. KangarooFX.com. I do not sell any courses. I mean, if anybody wanted to automate this strategy, you could set up the Kangaroo alerts on TradingView and send it to MT4 right away. I'm in the process of getting that set up. On paper, the results look great, right? It's a whole different story until you actually put real money on the line. Five minutes for the open. Ah, propaganda at its finest, and the markets are dropping. All because of Nancy fucking Pelosi, the witch bitch.
My teammates and I flew our fighter and headed for the airspaces around the Taiwan islands. We are ready for combat and able to fight at any time. Defying Beijing's threats.
Didn't the USA technically, I don't know, do something in airspace or something? I mean, look at her mask, makes her look like a witch. Look how pointy that shit is. Almost looks like Pinocchio.
China's foreign ministry says the trip is a quote outright farce. Taiwan calls this the median line. More than 20 Chinese warplanes crossed the line the day after Pelosi landed, an unprecedented number. They're demonstrating that they don't recognize truth signals to China's own people. Demonstrated.
My question is, why do you want to fuck with an army like this? This army could obliterate the USA. For God's sakes, China made an artificial sun. If they can make an artificial sun. Damn, Bank of England. Isn't that a pretty big? Alright, we got 2 minutes for the open. I predict a very, very fast drop in 2 minutes. Right out the gate. Too bad there is no NASDAQ entries at the top there. Anybody gonna take the gamble and smash that sell button right now? Let's see. I mean, that's only a 300 pip move. Honestly, that's not even a big move. Ooh, that's interesting. Kangaroo on support 1 minute before the fucking open. I mean, it's on support too. This is basically the low of the morning so far since 2 o'clock. I mean, given what I know, I would say it would be a quick buy, but still look for sells. Hey, that's interesting. Because yesterday, the very first candle was also Kangaroo. So, do we have another scenario where it could spike up ASAP right now, just like yesterday? 15 seconds. Let's see. Yesterday had the magic Kangaroo and it shot straight up to the fucking moon. Nope. Where's the movement? It's been 30 seconds. Where's the movement? Choppy for the first 40 seconds. Seven seconds. Hold on, let's clean up the chart. I do see a new trend line developing too. It's weird, it's not the movement I thought we'd see. Hold on, okay, there it is. There's the breakout finally. I guess we could be looking. You could be looking at the hourly. Hourly would be good because of that M. Potential M if it makes new lows on the support. Well, moving average crossover. I'd be looking for sells. I want to see some bearish kangaroos. The old switcheroo. Look at that. Oh shit. The fake out. Look at that. The fake out with the sell and shoots right back up. Oh, that's pretty dirty. That is dirty. Yeah, they waited 3 minutes before they shoved all that volume in. I think they got everybody both ways. They got everybody with the sell and everybody with the buy. Keep an eye on this 5-minute candle. If this closes as a kangaroo on that MA, could be shifting bullish. But price has to close as is. No, I still trade on MT4. I just use the futures data. MNQ gives more solid data feeds compared to MT4. Yeah, it's the official volume. Official volume. Gives you most accurate volume profiles. See, this is the volume profile of the session. Most volume has been right here on this pink line. These pink and blue lines draw auto support lines based on most volume. Damn, yo! Ah, look at that. Yep. Kangaroo closed right on the MA and took off. Absolutely no time to enter. If you're thinking about buying, you're already too late. Do you see why you need these candles on auto entries? Like by the time I visually notice it, it's already too late, right? It's too late. Like who the fuck wants to enter all the way up here with that big of a stop loss? Like, that's not even worth it, right? Hell, maybe like a 50% offset at least. That would be a better risk reward. Like that. Not after the fact, it's way too late. I think that's why so many people lose too. I think a lot of people have solid strategies. It's just their execution and timing. Yep, that was an entry right there, units. Right there. That was an instant buy. What? My bias is bullish now. It shifted a lot today. I mean, my original bias was the M movement. Unless it's another fake out. Fake out central right here, Immortal. Oh, Stewie, thanks for reminding me. Let me check Tesla. Damn. Oh my god, reversing again. Is Tesla still going up? Turn these other indicators off. We don't need that for Tesla. Well, okay, so yeah, we knew it was going to gap up. And then immediately retests. And then goes up. Some crazy volatility right now. And you said Apple's dropping? Let me check that. Apple has some pretty clean support and resistance. Interesting candle right here. Damn, you know people made a lot of money on Apple off that. Look how, I mean, that, how fast that shit dropped. Boom, market opens, bounces immediately off resistance. Nah, trading can't be that easy, can it? Oh, shit. Well, Apple definitely has the most volume. Amazon with some Roo action. Amazon doesn't have that bad a spread. Honestly, I would probably have taken this trade if I was trading Amazon. Would have lost that, but the next one covers you. Alright, we'll actually have Tesla there, have Apple here. Alright, so I got the 2-minute chart open on everything. Tesla, Amazon, Apple. Apple just made new highs. Which way are we going to break out? I mean, so far it's looking like it's going to be a bullish day. This entry would still be in profit, but not by much. I mean, that's only like 1 hour. The fuck? A 1 hour? Yep, you're right, There we go. Plus that 5 minute to reconfirm it, so could hold buys and do the crossover hold. Right? This is very possible. Trend above that. Plus, I mean, we've consolidated for what? Basically all night. Yeah. It's consolidated since yesterday. But it's looking like that's a pretty strong cross. Every time I say that, something else pops up. Like this. This is going to be a 2-minute kangaroo. So confusing right now. Okay, no, that was not. But you do got an interesting wick. But we have the 100 MA crossover. And from what I've seen from intense backtesting, this is exactly what you want to happen. Get your entry, wait for a crossover, and now your next job is to hold that shit until you see the trend change. Because Apple's breaking out. Tesla making new highs. Amazon fighting to make new highs. So everything is looking bullish. Getting some more wicks right here. US 30 Kangaroo on the MA. Out of context, though, it wouldn't make sense for this one to drop because this one already dropped massively. I think that trend is too strong for that sell to go through because I mean it wasn't even under that moving average for very long. Yep. One thing I know is this entry would eliminate your bias because you'd already be in the trade. I know how these fucking candles move though. This strategy can nail $100 on a single day. Time just goes by slower when you trade. But that's what I noticed when you stick to a strategy or moving average crossovers. It helps you erase your bias. Because right now I'd be like, oh, this shit's looking like a sell, but you're already in the trade, right? You've already made your decision of what to do. The worst that happens is you lose the trade and the trend does not continue up. Next setup. Walmart slashing jobs, it says. This news headline just came out 10 minutes ago. Clorox, huh? I don't know, I'm sensing some kind of choppy day. We are not trending yet. The fuck is... Why am I seeing people dressed in costumes here on Fox Business? There's a lot of warning bells signing off right now in here. Lot of warning bells. Something don't make sense here. When in doubt, stay out. Anybody else confused? How many fake outs have we had in the first 20 minutes? We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fake outs. That's enough to give someone a fucking heart attack. Yeah, I mean, look at this. There's so many different signals. Buys, sells. Nothing is clear. Yeah, usually the market would have made up its mind by now. Oh god, now it's going straight back up. I think it's severely manipulated today. With the Taiwan news, there's a lot of news today that's probably confusing the shit out of people. Let's see where the most volume has been traded today. Turn on that. Where did we go? Go to the 5 minute. Well, the 3 fake outs happened down here, both in very high volume areas. The most volume of the morning actually right here, right on this area. You think it's going down at 13,120, Masako? I'll tell you what though, half of us on the stream will be right, half of us will be wrong. Seems like a coin flip morning. But you would still have this one in the trade. Based on the stop loss rules. So look at the 15. Well, you got a nice wick right here. If it closes as is. If it closes as is, this looks pretty bullish, right? Because you have rejection down there and then another wick. Oh. Yeah, I actually haven't seen a morning like this in at least 3 or 4 weeks. Kid you not, every morning has had epic moving average crossovers to the trend happening in the first hour. Well, actually, 2 days ago, there's a little fake out in it reverse. Hey, we're not getting any moves to get out of consolidation like that. Every day has had some wild moves like this. Trends up. Same thing. Boom. Trend starts over here. Actually, I guess last week, price did do a couple fake outs. But you can get the picture. These are the moves I'm talking about. Boom. I would like to look at some Bitcoin. Bitcoin with a home run. That's a no-doubter. Bitcoin has some pretty sexy candles. That's an obvious one. If any of you see this pattern on any chart, any time frame, sell that shit every time. Sell that pattern every single fucking time. With that big of a wick, sheesh. Bitcoin's still at that heavy bearer flag. Bitcoin still has one more leg to go down. That was my prediction. Still well below that 100 MA. Look how crazy this Bitcoin daily using this indicator. Look how many kangaroos went up or down at least 1 hour. Like he had a winner here. He had a winner here. Of course, you lose that one. But you have nice trending kangaroos. Obviously, this one loses. Obviously, that loses. This loses, but check out the past month. There's been lots of these candles at the top. But I think we're gonna get another move down like that. Oops. Boom. Right, that's a clear bearish flag. There's absolutely nothing bullish about Bitcoin. People forget too, a big drop only takes 2 or 3 days. Like, these market makers, they can send this shit down in 2 days if they want. That's what I'm hoping for, because I will put 95% of my net worth into Bitcoin at that point. Wait, what? Wait, what? Georgia says an unborn child can be claimed as a dependent on state taxes. Wait, what? Residents filing their 2022 tax returns who had fetuses with detectable heartbeats at 6 months. So you're telling me if a woman gets an abortion at 7 weeks, but wait, what? Does that sound fucking insane? Or am I tripping? Does this legitly sound fucking insane? Because it says who had fetuses, which means they can abort their kid at 7 fucking weeks. Nah, that's some fucking horseshit. That's some fucking horseshit. That's some fucking horseshit. Can anybody tell me that's not horseshit? So now, dumbass women are going to be motivated to want to get pregnant, so then get that abortion, so they can get more shit on their taxes and shit. Yo, America's fucking crazy. America's crazy. Oh boy. My body, my choice. I want to hear them explain how you can do that at 7 weeks but still get tax credit at 6 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, that's what fucking sounds insane. It's already messed up as it is, and now they want to start. Oh, man. Oh. Chop, chop. Shit, actually haven't checked gold in a long time. Pretty sure NASDAQ is untradeable right now. I mean, this is just choppity chop chop. I will check gold though. Check the hourly on gold. Actually, the daily. Since I haven't even looked at gold in a long time. Big wicks on gold. I do know it seems like the USA is trying to do something with Russia's gold and all that news of Russia having gold and shit. Well, gold has been trending down for what, 4 or 5 months? Is it on its way back up? It did cross that moving average, the 100 MA. 2 kangaroos on the bottom for a W. I would be bullish on gold. If it breaks this zone, the next zone is right here. You know, gold could actually rally up and hit that zone within a 2 or 3 day period. Or reject heavily. Oh my god, this candle yesterday at 7:50 in the morning. That is a no-doubter. Consolidation. That's a buy every time. Anybody trade gold on that buy yesterday? That shit trended all the way up. And here's what I'm talking about, that moving average crossover. You're in the buy, you wait for the crossover, and you hold until you're happy with your profit by the end of the day, or wait for another crossover. How far did that guy run up? Fuck. And down here too? Sheesh. A triple bottom with kangaroos on every bottom. Crazy. Kangaroo strategy is an edge over the market. I'll show y'all what this looks like without any filters on. This is how many kangaroos print without any filters on. That's without any filters at all. But when you add the filters, see how much more you can clean them up. Then I can even filter them further with even more filters. Yep. Basically, any candle formation you can think of, when you just add it to an indicator, you're going to get every single candle. Every chart will look like this. You see, when you have this many alerts, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, right? But here, you already know what you're looking for. I mean, all Kangaroo is basically just modified shooting star hammers with precise body percentages, all that. I mean, they could be categorized as certain kind of dojis too. They're probably categorized as 7 or 8 different candles, just into one, which kind of makes it easier because you don't need to remember 10 different candle names. Oh, that's an evening star doji. Oh, that's a morning star doji. Like, just call it fucking kangaroos. Hold up, y'all. I'll be right back. NASDAQ still untradeable. All right. I wonder what would be another good filter option. Is the OGT trend dashboard. That's actually a cool dashboard setup that guy has. This is an indicator I made too. It's called the Roo range. It takes the average true range. The average size of the last 14 candles, and the orange line represents the current size candle. So like here you see a kangaroo tail, and you know, looking at that, that candle's been bigger than the last 10 candles because it's above. I'll probably have that one on public. It's only 4 lines of code, but pretty useful. Interesting, NASDAQ 15 minutes bounced off the moving average. Might have something developing finally. If that wick stays as is for the next 6 minutes. Bullish. I think it's gonna flip and come back up here. Look at the most volume of the morning has been traded on this pink line now. I think it's due to retest up here. See if this volume line is gonna be like a magnet. I haven't used a funded account yet, Yuns. I trade my own money. But with the strategy, I've been wanting to give it a shot at a funded account. It seems to be what the hype is on YouTube right now. I've been hesitant with funded companies or challenges because I know how they work. I know what's going on the back end. Brokers know you're most likely to lose that challenge. It's a good concept, but very, very few people pass it. Official trust eBay funded for 3 months. Does it change your emotion? Like, do you have the same emotion? Are you able to execute your trades better using funded versus not funded? So 15-minute candle's about to close. Did that 5-minute? Yeah, that 5-minute Kangaroo would have finally been stopped. Oh shit, I didn't even notice this. We have a 1-minute. One-minute Kangaroo with 15-minute turn and bullish. Are you saying you, did you back test? Or did you forward test on demo first? Yeah, I heard of Earn to Trade. Actually, last year I did an Earn to Trade challenge. I think it was like $90. Yo, look at this. Record retail bankruptcies will happen by fall. And I believe this motherfucker. I believe this motherfucker. There's not too many people I believe on Fox. But I got vibes this guy ain't wrong. Let's listen to what he says. That shit gives me chills, actually. Hold up. Record retail bankruptcies. Remember this fucking article. August 4th, 2022. Let's listen.
Great to see you, Gerald. Consumer patterns are certainly changing. People are having a hard time, and they're adapting to it by going to the discount stores. They're trying to buy things in bulk, for example, realizing that this is going to be with us for a prolonged period of time, and it's not going away overnight.
That's absolutely right. There's no soft landing here. It's not transient, and it's not good. And as the Fed continues to raise interest rates, keep in mind, the way that they want to fight inflation is basically by taking a stake to the heart of the American consumer, because that's the only tool they have. Raise the interest rates, make things too expensive, and therefore finally the economy will slow down. So they're kind of killing the patient in order to cure the patient.
And it's interesting what Lydia reported, that this is not just a phenomenon with lower income earners, right? Obviously, they're very price sensitive and they're going to adjust and weave and bob to try to get the best deals that they can. But higher income earners also are sick of paying these kinds of prices at different stores. And I'm wondering what you think the turning point will be with respect to sort of really pulling back on
Yo, Abercrombie and Fitch,
consumer goods.
everything's
People
down
saying to
50%.
their be with respect to sort of, then I'm wondering what you think the
Yeah, I didn't know Abercrombie and Fitch had a fucking stock. Alright, I gotta look at this. Abercrombie. Well, what's the stock ticker? There it is. Oh, wait. I thought they said it's down 50%. Is this the right one? Is that the right one?
turning point will be with respect to sort of really pulling back on consumer goods. People saying to their family, for example,
Oh, they were just
if you
listed.
don't need X, Y, and Z, we're not
They were
going to
just
buy it
listed
right now. We're
this
really
year.
going to try to, you know, tighten up our budget.
Well, it is coming in from the bottom up. So starting with the lower income consumers, then the middle income consumers. Oddly enough, the luxury consumer hasn't been hit yet. Usually when the stock market pulls back, luxury sales do too. That hasn't happened yet, but we fully expect it to happen. So I think when we get to the fall, we're going to see record bankruptcies in retail, both among mom and pop stores, where I think we're going to see just decimation of mom and pop stores on Main Street. And also those chains that have been struggling for years strategically and never got it right, they're going to have big problems as we round the bend here after the holidays. So it's going to really bite as we get to holidays and beyond.
That's a really good point, and especially as
Yeah,
prices are
sounds
rising and the environment has become so competitive, especially online. That is something that I think we should be watching for on Wall Street for sure, Gerald. But I also want to ask you about this services number today, a little bit better than expected. And I'm wondering if there's a shift right now in the dynamics of spending patterns, right? Less goods, more services. Services might be more necessary right now. But what is that telling us about how the consumer is looking at everything, the overall basket of goods it needs?
Sure, Jackie. This is part of the great reopening, right? So people are traveling more, going to hotels, airlines, both. They're all doing great. But the summer is going to end, and there's going to be a big hangover. I don't know if you bought a ticket recently.
Nope,
but
they're too expensive.
Very expensive. And consumers are going to run out of the money that they've gotten from government subsidies. They're going to run out of the easy money days, and this is going to come down too. And what we're going to see is people much more focused on necessities, on food, on health and beauty care type of products, and they're going to be buying those, as you heard in the report just before. They're going to be buying those from discount stores and dollar stores and grocery stores.
Let me ask you something about consumer psychology, because I have a lot of friends who have basically said, we're looking at the picture here, we're not going to save the kind of money that we thought we were going to save this year, whatever it is that we were saving for, but we also don't want to deprive ourselves of experiences or things we need. And so a lot of people have told me they've just sort of written off this year, that it's going to be a no savings year. They're hoping they don't go into debt. I know some people in this country will be, to finance their spending activities. But do you think that the consumer, you know, is sort of looking at this situation in this culture of America where we believe that we, you know, deserve things, that we work hard and we need to consume?
Damn, we're finally getting a movement. Something just happened. Oh, the M. The M just came out of fucking nowhere. Remember, that was my very first analysis on the day. Out of nowhere. No one...
And you supersize things and you want the big plasma TV. Do you think there's a certain segment of the consumer out there that will say, you know what, just because prices are higher, I don't care. I still need to live my life?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of the sort of revenge spending after COVID. People are going out more. They're going to. They're saying we're tired of hunkering down.
Yeah.
Whether COVID's still out there or not, we don't care anymore. And that's what we're seeing.
Everyone's
Even
getting
that money's
fucked
going to
right
run
now.
out. And still, you know, you talk about the big screen TV. Those sales aren't very good right now. So that's not where the money's being spent. As you pointed out, it's on vacations, and even that will run out once sort of the great feeling of the real.
Y'all better start saving money for the next 4 or 5 months. If we get another 20% dump on NASDAQ, everything's gonna be on discount.
Over,
Yeah.
then we have to face the reality of stagflation, of ongoing inflation, of the lowest consumer confidence on record. This is not going to get better anytime soon.
Yeah, and consumers always like to be out during the summer, typically a very strong season. When that comes to
Finally, I hear a CEO that matches my bias. That one more drop was to come. This guy probably knows a lot of insider information too. I mean, he's the CEO of Toys R Us, right? So he's got some good shit to learn from. One of the biggest bankruptcies. Did Bitcoin tank? If NASDAQ tanked, I gotta believe that Bitcoin also tanked. Let's see. Ooh, Apple fucking... Oh boy, Bitcoin did dump. I think the bearish flag may kick in. It could kick in. We could see Bitcoin hit 21K today. Hold on, this song is making me have anxiety. We gotta turn this shit right now.
Be my love. There's a moment stuck in time when you were in my life. Just be my...
Oh man. See, I knew it. All you had to do was look at the hourly. You know what all that shit was when you looked at the 1 minute? Looking at that confused the shit out of me, right? It confused the shit out of all of you. But my very first analysis, as soon as I saw it, was, yo, to clear fucking M, you have rejection up here. But when you look at the 1, 2, and 5 minute, you get confused. Bitcoin is getting ready to just tank out of nowhere too. It's so clear it's going to happen. Okay, Bitcoin has rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candles in a row it's rejected. Dying momentum, right? There's no fucking buyers, no buyers. There's probably buyers down here, Okay, there's fucking buyers down here waiting like sharks. Waiting like piranhas. If you don't have a buy order down here for Bitcoin, you need to reevaluate that and consider buying when one more drop comes. This is financial advice. Buy the fuck out of Bitcoin if you see it go to 10K. $10K puts it at an 85% drop, which puts it about on par as the typical drops. A 72% drop there. The big one, 2017, that was a 83% drop. And it currently only did a 74% drop. So there is definitely room for the 80-85% dump. $22K is probably a reasonable zone for Bitcoin to drop to today. Let's see, if you adjust this trend line like right in between the bodies, you can make a clean trend line, bearish flag. You have triangles, you have everything, right? Ah, this froze. Yeah, I'm looking at it, had a volume shift. Highest volume was up here. Now it just shifted. I think it's gonna drop the rest of the day. Could be a nice trend line right here. Get the next leg down. Yeah, you can trade US 30 minis, NASDAQ minis. You can do like 1 cent risk trades for 10 cent trades, which is like 0.01 cent. Yeah, we're bouncing off pretty hard now on this this zone. Damn, it could actually just head straight back up. Blasting off. Fake out central. Breaks out zone, retest there. I won't be surprised if it goes back to the open price now. Alright, so to evaluate this zone breaks and comes right back to retest. Break and retest, right? It makes sense. The zone breaks, comes back to retest. Interesting candle now. Some indecision. Is anybody in any sells? This could be a sell entry if you're looking for like a break and retest. But really, nothing's been accurate today. See, it looks like it wants to sell, but how many times does it look like it's wanting to sell today? Or buy, and etc. Warwick, are you in the gold sell? You have a Kangaroo now. Under the 100 MA. There hasn't been a Kangaroo that's really done much today. I mean, this one is under... Yeah, it worked. Do you think this is a sell? If you sold gold, I wonder if NASDAQ will sell now. They sent the fucking circus out today on the markets. think I'm gonna play some Warzone while I wait. What is gonna happen in the next hour or two? I'm gonna take a picture. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop off now. Hope for some better setups tomorrow. Today was not ideal. So I shall see y'all in the morning. Why do I got a feeling that we're gonna have new highs in like an hour or two? Too crazy to be trading right now. Yep, catch you later, work.